is Megan Carfa, and I'm the Vice President of the MUFI Epsilon Foundation Board, and I'm here to talk to you about creating a budget for your scholarship applications. So personally, I always like to use Microsoft Excel for my project budgets. It keeps everything really nice and clean, and it does all the math for you, which is wonderful. It's always a plus. But if you don't have access to Microsoft Office, you can also use Google Sheets, which is free for everybody that has a Google email. Or if you're a Mac user, you can use Numbers, which is already preloaded onto your Mac. It's just the Mac version of Excel. So in this demonstration, I'll just be showing you Excel on the left and Google Sheets on the right. So it's really important to provide a detailed project budget with your application to convey to the funders that you're taking your application seriously and you've really thought through the whole process. You've really planned out your entire proposal. So it's important to think through all of these steps. And the way that I usually do that is by creating a project timeline. So I kind of think through every step of my project and take note of anywhere that I would have to spend money or an expense would be incurred. So once I have thought through every step and completed my list, I start to categorize those things. For example, books or sheet music or anything that kind of goes together, which will create our line items of our budget. So it's important to take time to plan ahead for your expenditures, because there could be some instances where you have to do a little bit of research because you might not know how much some things will be. So you'll have to take some time to use Google or look things up to see what your expenses might be. I would advise working your expenses into the narrative of your application because it gives you the space to a little bit more in depth explain how you'll be using your funds. So going into the budget, I always like to start on the expenses. So after you categorize all of your different line items, you would just enter them into Excel. I always put the explanation in column A and then the corresponding amounts in column B. So as you can see, I have these here. This is just an example. But once you have all of your line items entered, you can go ahead and auto sum them. So as you can see, this project looks like it'll be $2,725. So for this example, the scholarship I'm applying for is $2,000. So as we move to the income section, it's clear that this scholarship won't fully cover the project, so I'll need to add some line items to the income. So these things can be university scholarships, part-time jobs, financial aid, private funding, whatever you're using to cover the remainder of your project. So you would add those line items here. So in this instance, I'm using $725 of a university scholarship. So we'll again auto sum right there and see that those two equal up. One of the things that I always like to add in addition is the surplus deficit line item. It just really reiterates that my budget is balanced and that there is not a deficit. But if you were to incur one, you would either need to cut some of your expenses or add some line items of your income. So for example, if this was $800 instead of $750, when we create this, so you always do the income minus your expenses, you see that there would be a deficit of $50. So you'd either have to cut this back to $750 or add some income line items. So going on to the Google Sheet, since it is a little bit different, I'll show you the same budget. For Google, you just highlight all of your items and then go into Insert, Function, and then Sum. It'll highlight all of your items that you're adding together and you can just press Enter. As you can see, it's the same amount. And then do the same thing for your income. There you go. And then for your surplus, I always just to do it myself, like to do the equal, select your box for income, minus your cell for expenses. As you can see, it now shows a $0 for surplus and deficit, which is what you want, a nice, clean, balanced budget. So that's pretty much it for creating your budget. However, this is not ready to submit. I always like to ensure that I don't send the actual document itself in applications. You never want to have the chance that a review panel might accidentally edit or delete one of your line items and then things don't look quite what you expected. So I always submit them as a PDF. So you can do so in Microsoft Excel by going to File, Save As, and then once it pulls up, you can choose PDF. And then in Google Sheets, You can do that as file, download, PDF document, and save that wherever you'd like to on your computer. And then your budget is done. So once it's really important to take that time to think through all of your expenses and all the things that you might need. The foundation does want to make sure we're paying for things that are directly affecting your project. So think about supplies that you might need. If you do need supplies, try to be as specific as possible of what those might be. So if they're for an instrument or if they're for, sheet music, whatever you might need, that you're really thinking that through and providing that information on your line items. But that's pretty much it, how to create a basic budget. I hope this was helpful, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I wish you good luck on your applications, and we look forward to seeing them.